So I'm on my way to Zaneta's. She is like trying to be a photography or whatever. Like she's really trying to get serious about her photography work, and so she wants to do like a photo shoot with me, just like so she can have more pictures for her portfolio. And I was like, girl, you know I never turn down a photo shoot. So yeah, that's what I'm on my way to doing right now. I'm going to Zaneta's house. Look at my face, y'all. I need to get new lashes, to be honest. I just feel like going out somewhere because I look good right now. Looking real good right now. Crazy thing, I was just at home and we were having like a little moment because so on my journey of being celibate, which I guess if you don't know, I'm celibate, and you should go watch that video about it, my celibacy journey. But yeah, so with me being celibate, I've been trying to grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that. And so recently, like, let me tell y'all what happened. So recently, I've just been thinking, like, my parents are divorced, and you know, I'm a daddy's girl, whatever, but my parents like went through a really crazy divorce, and honestly, I probably shouldn't be a daddy's girl because my dad was kind of shitty. Sorry to say, but he was really shitty. And I just was blinded by the love of a daddy's little girl type of thing. But I know now, after some self-reflection, I know how much he actually hurt me. And like the things that he did and the things that I experienced through their divorce and through my life with him. And so me and my mom and my brother were talking about that because I've decided to write my dad a letter. Because for those of you who don't know, my dad is in jail. Yeah, I know it's getting crazier. I know it's getting crazier. No, but yeah, for those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, my father's in jail now for something, and so I'm writing him a letter to basically just tell him, you know, what I feel like, well, what he did to me, like emotion, like what he did to my spirit, and what he did just to me, like what the things he did, how they affected me and my life today and now, because I don't think he thinks about that. Like, he's apologized before when he's like been trying to be all nice buddy with me, but he apologized for things that I feel like was just like for not being there. And like that's really yes, that is, you know, why a lot of the problems I have, but there's so much more that I feel like he's caused, and I just want to tell him and let him know, like, this is what you did, and as a result of doing that, this is what I do, or this is what I've done to myself, like what you know, like what this means. I don't know if you get it, but I get it. I don't know. I hope you get it. I don't know. If you get it, let me know. But so yeah, so I decided to write him this letter, just reflecting and telling him, but also, like, I'm not just telling him and saying like, yo, you're shitty. No, I'm telling him and I'm letting him know, like, I forgive you, regardless, in spite of all these things that have happened to me, like all these negative things that I feel about myself because of the things that's happened, and the negative things that have happened in my life because of the things that happened with you and my mother and the way you handled that situation. Regardless of that, I forgive you and I love you, and I want a relationship with you, a strong relationship with you, not as strong as someone who lived with their father forever and their father did no wrong or whatever, but strong enough for us, you know what I'm saying? So I wrote him this letter. I wrote it already. It's like 4 to 5 pages long. It's like really long, and yeah. So the problem I'm having, I can't read it. I can read it, you know, in my head, and I can read it aloud, but I either start to cry at some point. It's different at every time I read it. So I start to cry at some point, or when I get to the line that says, Dad, I forgive you, and Dad, I love you, when I'm reading it all together, I can't say it. Like, I literally cannot say, Dad, I forgive you, within the context of this letter. Like, when I read that line, I can't read the line. I'll be like, because when I read it, I like to read it aloud, like the way I would want him to read it. And when I'm reading it or whatever, I'll be like, I'll get to the line before that, and I'll be like, Dad. And then I'll just stare at that word. I'll just stare at, I forgive you. I stare at it, and I can't say it. I just can't. And then I'll skip and read the next line because I just don't feel like looking at it anymore. Or if I don't do that, like sometimes I can read the I forgive you. Dang, my phone really cut me off mid-recording. But, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so I can't read the whole thing. I can't read it. So I was talking to my brother and my mom about it, and so they wanted me to read them the letter. So I started reading it, right? I got not even halfway through the second page, and I could hear it in my voice that I was gonna start crying, and my mom did too. And so I had to stop, and I was like, Mom, I have to go do this photo shoot, and I'm gonna mess up my makeup if I just keep reading this letter, and I can't. And she was like, it's okay. I hear it. And then I just left. But it was just like, that's crazy, you know. And I'm not gonna send it to him. I can't, in my conscience, send him a letter that says I forgive you unless I fully forgive him. And I won't be able to fully forgive him unless I can read this letter. Like, so when I can read this letter perfectly fine, straight through, no breaks, not crying, and I can say every word on that paper with conviction and like I really mean it, I'll send it to him. But he's not getting it until then, because I feel like I'm doing a disservice by saying I forgive you if I don't actually forgive you. Because if you forgive somebody, you can't bring that shit up again. You can't talk about it again. Like, it's in the past now. I forgave you. And that's what kind of person I am when it comes to forgiving people. Like, I'm not going to forgive you and then bring it up every day. Like, remember when you did that? That hurt me so bad. No, I forgave you. I mean, I forget. But I forgave you, which means I'm not going to bring it up anymore. Like, it means we're growing from here. We're moving forward from here. The past is the past. I forgave you. So, I mean, that's just a little quick, I don't know if it's like a testimony, but that's a quick, like, tidbit. If you forgive somebody, I mean, it just was put on my heart to say this. If you forgive somebody and you put something in the past, don't bring that up no more. Don't talk about, don't bring it up with that. What was I saying? Right. Like, I feel like the devil is trying not to let y'all hear this, like, what I got to say. If you forgive someone and you say, hey, I forgive you, for anybody, that could be like a friend, a family member, whatever, and you say, I forgive you, it's in the past now. Like, don't bring that up no more. Don't say, you know, bring it up every chance you get. That's not you healing. You're not healed until you fully, like, when you say I forgive you and you mean it, and you don't want to bring it up, but you want to grow with that person from there. And I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. If it doesn't, message me, you know, leave a little comment and I will explain it for you, baby. But I'm just saying, like, let it go, you know. When you're healed from something, when you feel it in your heart to let something go, forgive that person, you know, forgive that person, but really forgive them. It'll help you with your heart and healing yourself, and it lifts a burden off of them too, because they might not know that they hurt you this bad. They might not know that you don't forgive them. So forgive, you know. And I mean, I'm not one to quote Bible verses. I really can't, because I don't have none memorized or nothing like that. I'm really just starting to get into my journey with Christ. But I know you can find somewhere in the Bible where it says forgiveness. You know, God died on the cross for Jesus. I'm sorry, I said God. I mean, Jesus died on the cross for our sins, okay? He forgave us. He forgives us every day when we do something bad. I'm not saying, but you want to be Christ-like. You want to live a life like Christ. And to do that, you have to forgive people. You have to. There's nothing that anybody has done to you that's too wrong that you can't forgive them. You know? And I know that people have done some crazy things things that people would say are unforgivable. But you know what? You're not forgiving them for you, for them. You're forgiving them for you. So you got to do it. You got to do it. And that's Zaneta doesn't walk up. You got to do it. My eyes, I need a show. My eyes, I need a show. My eyes, I need a show. This is my park now. Ah! Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I'm hiking up a hill with Zaneta. when you live in the country. When you live in the country, it's like you live in a bunch of fucking sticks and twigs. We're fucking relatable. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a little creeped out now. In here, baby. They're really natty. They're all in the way. All of the gnats in here, baby. We in a forest. All of the gnats. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. All of the gnats and the gnats.
These are come out really good. I'm trying to learn like the iOS and all that stuff so I can take better.
At a lake. Relatable. We're relatable. We're relatable. And if I'm not relatable, don't tell me because that's not relatable. In the jungle, I'm one with nature. Until I get a fucking tick, relatable. I look like I'm all doing my pictures. Can I get a window seat? Don't want nobody next to me. Oh, oh, the sun.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
The hashling. Guys, I'm so mad about this shit. Look at that shit. Fucking disgusting. You was right. Bitch, you guessed it. No! Sight. Okay, I was at a different part. Where the fuck were you? You was right. These niggas are about to hit.
Will you take part in my life, my love? That is my dream. I just got a dream. It's what you